This video lecture is for the students of BSc AG Honours Part 2nd Semester 1st for the subject Farm Machinery and Power. The topic of the video lecture is Sources of Farm Power. I am Dr. C.P. Sigad, Associate Professor in Agricultural Engineering, presently working in BBD Government College, Chimanpura. There are two types of sources of farm power. First is conventional sources, second is non-conventional sources. What are conventional sources? You can further classify conventional sources into two types. First is mobile power and second is stationary power. In the mobile power, the sources of power are the human being, draft animals like bullocks, buffaloes, camels, horses, mules and donkeys, tractors, power tillers, self-propelled machines like combines, dozers, reapers, sprayers, etc. And in the stationary power source we have diesel or oil engines which are stationary at a place. Secondly, we have electric motors which are used for operating pump sets, threshers, sprayers and other stationary operations. We will now talk about human power. A male agricultural worker can give an output of 0.1 horsepower or 60 watts, that is equivalent to 0.06 kilowatts, whereas the female worker gives an output of 48 watts, that is equivalent to 0.048 kilowatts. A child worker has an output of 30 watts, that is equivalent to 0.030 kilowatts. Please remember, 1 horsepower is equal to 0.746 kilowatt hour per hour. Due to much involvement of labor in different farm operations, the cost of production of most of the crops in our country is quite high compared to developed nations. Population of agricultural workers as percentage of rural population has gone down from about 69.4% in 1951 to about 58.4% in 2001. Due to increase in overall population, the number of agricultural workers available in rural areas has increased from about 97.2 million numbers in 1951 to about 235.1 million numbers in 2001. Now we shall learn about draft animal power. It is predominant source of mobile power on about 60% of the cultivated area. It is very versatile and dependable source of power. This source of power is born and reared in the village system and maintained on the feed and fodder available locally. It is ideal for rural transport where proper roads are not available. This power reduces dependence on mechanical sources of power and thus saving scarce petroleum products. The dung and urine obtained from animals are also used as indirect source of energy, such as farmyard manure and biogas. Power available from draft animals is related to its body weight. For example, in case of bullocks, 10 to 12% of body weight in summer and 12 to 14% in winter is available. whereas in case of buffaloes 12% of body weight in all seasons is available. In camels 18% of body weight up to 7 hours. Then after 7 hours the power reduces. Donkeys 32% of body weight up to 6 hours. On basis of the body weight, draft animals are categorized as small. These are those animals which have body weight of 200 to 300 kilograms. Second, medium. These are those animals which have body weight of 300 to 400 kgs. Large animals 400 to 500 kg, and heavy draft animals are those which have body weight above 500 kg. From a good pair of animals weighing between 900 and 1000 kg, we can get about 0.75 to 0.78 kilowatt power. 0 to 0.5 to 0.75 horsepower is available from medium-sized bullocks, which are commonly available on our farms. Moving to another power source, which are the tractors, power tillers and self-propelled reapers and combines. Demand of mobile power for timely farm operations and increased intensity of cropping has led to development of these sources of power. About 56.73% of tractors produced in India are in range of 23.12 to 29.84 kilowatt, which is equivalent to 31 to 40 horsepower. Power availability from tractors on farm is an average of 26.1 kilowatt per tractor. Power availability from power tillers on the farm is average of 7 kilowatt per unit. Now we shall learn about the classification of tractors. They can be classified into three types. First is small tractors, which have an output of less than 25 horsepower. Second is medium tractors, which have an output of 25 to 45 horsepower. And large tractors, which have the capacity of more than 45 horsepower. Now moving to stationary power, which is obtained from diesel engines and electrical motors. These are used for irrigation equipment, operating threshers and other stationary machines. Average power of diesel engines commonly used in agricultural farms is 5.6 kilowatt, whereas in the case of electric motors, which are used for operating small pump sets of the capacity 3.7 kilowatt and submersible pumps 7.46 kilowatts. Now we shall learn about non-conventional sources of power. In this we have wind power, solar energy, tidal energy, biomass energy. These sources of non-conventional energy can be used as power source in our agricultural farms. Wind power. Wind energy is harnessed by means of windmill. A sail wing type windmill requires the wind speed of 10 km per hour with cut-off speed of 35 km per hour to prevent damage. This source of power is mainly used for pumping water in farms. Electricity generating wind turbines need wind speeds of 25 to 70 km per hour. These are the two pictures of sail windmills. This is the picture of turbine windmill which is used for generating electricity. Solar power. India is blessed with more than 200 days of sunshine in a year. It is clean, environment friendly and renewable source of energy. It can be used for heating, cooking, drying and electricity generation. Solar photovoltaic cells are used to harness solar energy. This is the picture which is used to depict the solar power. Energy coming from the sun is chemically transformed into electricity by the solar photovoltaic cells panel you can see in the picture. This electrical energy is stored in a battery and then used wherever required. These are the solar panels used for converting solar energy into electric energy. In this picture you can see a farmer using solar energy to operate his irrigation pump. Now we shall learn about biomass energy. Material, generally waste obtained from plants and animals, is called biomass. From biomass we can get solid fuel which are in the form of briquettes and dung cakes, liquid fuel which can be in the form of alcohol, oils, biodiesel, and gaseous fuels which are in the form of biogas, producer gas.